sport of javelin throw dates back to the Olympics in ancient Greece. The athlete sprints down a runway and, just before reaching a line on the ground, hurls the javelin forward. For the throw to count, the athlete can't step over the line and the javelin has to land point first in the ground. This modern javelin consists of a long hollow tube and a point. The tube portion is called the shaft. This company uses strong, lightweight aluminum, but javelin shafts can also be made of steel or carbon fiber. The tube is 3 centimeters in diameter. It first goes into a taper machine, where forming dies narrow the back end to very specific dimensions. The taper profile varies by model, but has to conform to international rules. After marking the exact end of the taper, they slice off the excess tubing. The shaft is now its final length, 2.2 meters for a woman's model and 2.6 meters for a men's. A straightening machine sandwiches the shaft between 2 hydraulic cylinders. They apply extreme pressure, straightening any large bends. This is just a preliminary straightening. The final one comes later. Next, working strictly by eye, a specially trained technician sands the shaft, fine-tuning it to a very precise diameter and weight. The javelin's point section is made of steel tubing that's a hair wider than the shaft. After tapering the front, they saw off the excess, making the point around 30 centimeters long. Now for the point's steel tip that jabs into the ground. They position it in a holder, place the point body behind it, then weld the 2 parts together. To make the point more aerodynamic, they sand down the weld line until it's flush with the surrounding steel. Using progressively finer grits of sandpaper, they polish away any imperfections until the point is perfectly smooth. Now for the final assembly. The shaft is sporting 2 coats of paint, and the point is nickel-plated to rust-proof the steel. They mark how far up the shaft the point will go, and slip it on temporarily. As the javelin pivots precisely where international rules dictate, they add pieces of lead until the javelin balances. Then all the components go on a scale to ensure their combined weight abides by international rules. 600 grams for a woman's javelin and 800 grams for a men's. Next, they squirt a little glue inside the point and drop the chunk of lead inside. They drop in some knotted cord and ram it in with a metal rod. This packs in the lead so it won't rattle around. They use glue to adhere the point to the shaft. They drive home the point, so to speak, by throwing the javelin against a lead slab. The force of impact pushes the point into its final position. Now they recheck the javelin's overall weight. If it's underweight, they simply tape some sheet lead to the center of gravity where the hand grip will hide it. Using a gauge to measure the grip's permissible length, they mark the grip position at the center of gravity, then mount the javelin on a lathe and coat the marked area in glue. They wind cotton cord around the shaft over the glue. Before cutting the end, they verify the length of the grip with the gauge. They apply 2 decals, one bearing the company name, the other a safety warning. But no seal of approval just yet. The javelin still has to undergo a final straightening. This takes an expert eye and a small hand-operated press to straighten out any bends. It's all a question of aerodynamics. The straighter the javelin, the more likely it is to go the distance.
No, I don't take shit, I got no